Chobani is the world's largest Greek yogurt company. They have had a firm dominance over the Greek yogurt market, but due to lack of innovativeness have lost control over the last couple of years to their competitors. Their competitors have had more variety in their product line and their taste and flavors of their food. Chobani is not okay with this, rightfully so, and so they're looking to expand their product variety. A couple of ways they have liked to do this is design new ways for people to use and consume yogurt. A couple of these ways include, but are not limited to, a new dessert line to compete with ice cream and other varieties of desserts, cooking ingredients line that could also be used as toppings, a protein bar line for athletes to consume more protein and yogurt at the same time, a kid-friendly hormone-free line that is targeted at kids, and a savory dip line that is targeted at people who wish to consume dips and other varieties of snack foods. Chobani wishes to implement two of these new product varieties and use them as their new product lines. They wish to start production immediately and are looking for which two would be the best to implement. The two products that would be the best to implement would be the dessert line to compensate with ice cream and other dessert varieties, and the savory dip line. First and foremost, the dessert line would be the best possible new variety of yogurt to implement because of its newness to the yogurt world. Yogurt has been traditionally used by health-conscious consumers because of its health benefits to the body and for everybody. The new dessert line would create a new spin on the yogurt world because of its complete change in what we think of as yogurt. This would be made with real cream and would be similar to the traditional type of ice cream. Now, we've heard of frozen yogurt, but this would be more of a traditional spin on yogurt with sweet flavors like dessert flavors such as chocolate and caramel a la mode and etc. This would be a very good market for us to get into as Chobani because we don't typically reach this market. This market would include maybe more of a first-class citizen that would have a higher pay grade than the typical health-conscious consumer who just eats yogurt as a snack because it is better for them than a chocolate bar. This would reach both the health-conscious consumer and the consumer that is typically just wanting a tasty bite. The second product variety that we should use would be the savory dip line. We should implement this product because it would be a very interesting market to get into to increase sales specifically. The typical dip line would be targeted towards the partying market or a sports fans market. Sports fans typically use dips and other snack foods as a way to consume in big groups. It is so much easier to pass around a dip or dish out a dip on a plate than it is to cook 50 hot dogs or hamburgers. That is why this would be such an interesting market for us at Chobani, is because if we can instill the idea that yogurt can be used as a snack food or a dip in large groups or parties, then that would increase the yogurt sales of Chobani yogurt explicitly. This would be a new market for us as well because the typical sports fan is used to eating buffalo chicken dip or hamburgers and is not typically worried about their health. If we could instill the idea that Chobani yogurt is a much healthier option for a snack food, we might be able to stick around as the best idea for a snack food in large amounts. These two ideas are superior to the other ideas because we would be able to sell much more in bulk and reach much new varieties of consumers other than the typical yogurt consumers. It would be best to test market these in a specifically small city or group that might have a large emphasis on sports. I say this because the sports industry helps increase the amount of large gatherings and social groups that we have. This would increase the idea of using yogurt as a snack food in parties. We could also target market this in a city that is typically more obese or typically more focused on pleasure indulging foods. I say this because if we target these markets, then we would be more likely to instill the idea that yogurt is a tasteful, desirable food and not just a health conscious food. Then once we reinstill the idea that it is health conscious, we could promote the keeping of the rituals of eating yogurt. The best way to market these would be to market the taste benefits before the health conscious benefits, and then reinstill these with the idea that the health conscious benefits would send it away. We should continue working together as Chobani and my marketing team to increase the awareness of Chobani yogurt and their new product lines, and we should implement these new product lines right away. Thank you.